If you're over 60, this message could literally save your life. Do you love your morning coffee sweetened just right? Or that slice of cake after dinner that makes you feel comforted? What if I told you that some of those sweet treats could be quietly destroying your heart, your brain, and your kidneys without you even realizing it? Backhand index pointing right before you go any further. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Because sugar isn't just about diabetes anymore. Some sugars have been directly linked to heart failure, strokes, and even sudden death in seniors. Today, we're exposing the 3 most dangerous sugars older adults must avoid, and you won't believe what's hiding behind sugar number 2. The true story of Mrs. Eleanor, the sweet habit that nearly killed her. Eleanor was 72, a retired teacher from Ohio. She lived alone, loved gardening, and had a small ritual she never missed. Every morning, a cup of coffee with 2 spoons of her favorite healthy sweetener and a piece of low-fat pastry. To her, it was innocent. "I don't eat candy," she used to say. "I just have a little sweetness to start my day." But one morning, Eleanor collapsed in her kitchen. Her son found her barely breathing. The doctors diagnosed her with sudden cardiac arrest triggered by a combination of elevated blood sugar, electrolyte imbalance, and vascular inflammation. The shocking part? Eleanor didn't have diabetes. She had been using artificial sweeteners for years, believing they were better for her health. Her story is far from unique. Across the world, research has confirmed that certain sugars and sugar substitutes are far more harmful to seniors than we ever imagined. Let's break down the 3 dangerous types and learn how to protect yourself or your loved ones. Police Scarlet 1. High fructose corn syrup, HFCS. The silent killer in everyday foods. This one is everywhere, and it's destroying health silently. High fructose corn syrup, HFCS, is a man-made sweetener derived from corn starch. It's found in soda, ketchup, bread, salad dressings, and even so-called healthy granola bars. For seniors, this type of sugar is particularly dangerous because it overloads the liver. Unlike glucose, which your body uses for energy, fructose is processed entirely by the liver. Over time, that causes fatty liver disease, insulin resistance, and chronic inflammation, the root causes of diabetes, obesity, and heart disease. In one study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism, researchers found that consuming high fructose corn syrup for just 2 weeks led to a dramatic rise in liver fat and triglycerides, especially in older adults. But the worst part? HFCS is addictive. It tricks the brain into never feeling full, leading seniors to overeat. It also disrupts gut bacteria, increasing inflammation throughout the body. Brain health impact. Increases risk of type 2 diabetes and heart. Disease promotes fatty liver, weakens immune system and cognitive function. Warning: hidden sources. Soft drinks and fruit juices, canned soups and sauces, flavored yogurts, and snack bar store-bought breads and cereals. White heavy checkmark better option. Switch to natural sweetness from whole fruits, dates, or raw honey in moderation. Pro tip: always check the label. If it says high fructose corn syrup, corn sugar, or fructose glucose syrup, put it back on the shelf. Skull and crossbones. 2. Artificial sweeteners, aspartame, sucralose, saccharin. The diet sugar that can cause sudden death. This is the most dangerous and deceptive sugar, the one that nearly killed Eleanor. For decades, artificial sweeteners like aspartame, Equal, NutraSweet, sucralose, Splenda, and saccharin, Sweet and Low, were marketed as safe, zero-calorie alternatives for people with diabetes or those trying to lose weight. But new research is exposing their dark side. A groundbreaking 2023 study from the European Society of Cardiology found that artificial sweeteners are linked to heart rhythm disturbances, strokes, and sudden cardiac death in older adults. How? Because these chemical sweeteners disrupt your gut microbiome, alter insulin signaling, and confuse your body's natural response to sweetness. Your heart and brain pay the price. Microscope scientific findings. A 2022 study in Nature Medicine found that erythritol, a sugar alcohol in many keto-friendly foods, can trigger blood clot formation, dramatically raising the risk of heart attack and sudden death. Aspartame breaks down into methanol and formaldehyde, toxic compounds that damage neurons and affect memory and balance. Sucralose has been shown to destroy beneficial gut bacteria and increase insulin resistance. leading to higher blood sugar and weight gain. For seniors, who often already have heart or metabolic conditions, this is like pouring gasoline on a slow-burning fire. Brain health impact. Increases risk of arrhythmia, irregular heartbeat, and stroke damages nerves and brain cells, may cause migraines, dizziness, and confusion, disrupts gut bacteria, and weakens immunity. Warning: hidden sources. Diet or sugar-free, beverages, sugar-free cookies, puddings, and yogurt. Low-calorie drink powders. Chewing gums and mints. White heavy checkmark better option. Use small amount of raw honey, stevia, plant-based, or monk fruit extract instead, but always choose minimally processed versions. Candy-free. Refined white sugar, sucrose. The sweet poison behind chronic disease. It's the sugar we all grew up with, the one we add to tea, coffee, and desserts. But for seniors, refined sugar is a slow-acting poison. When you eat refined sugar, your blood glucose spikes, forcing your pancreas to release insulin. Over time, this leads to insulin resistance, fatigue, and cellular damage. But the real danger comes from sugar's impact on inflammation and blood vessels. In older adults, high sugar intake stiffens arteries, damages blood vessel linings, weakens heart muscles, accelerates cognitive decline. A long-term Harvard study found that people who consume more than one sugary drink per day had a 26% higher risk of dying prematurely from heart-related causes. Refined sugar also feeds harmful bacteria and yeast in the gut, weakening the immune system and making seniors more prone to infections. Brain health impact. Raises risk of heart disease and stroke. Accelerates aging of the skin and organs. Worsens arthritis and joint pain. Impairs memory and concentration. Warning: hidden sources. Breakfast cereals. Canned fruits and sauces. Bakery items and desserts. Sweetened teas and coffees. White heavy checkmark better option. Replace refined sugar with natural alternatives, such as coconut sugar, low glycemic index, rich in minerals. Dates or date syrup, natural fiber slows sugar absorption. Stevia, 0-calorie, plant-based, doesn't raise blood sugar. DNA: why sugars hit harder after 60. After the age of 60, the body's metabolism slows down. The pancreas produces less insulin, muscle mass decreases, and the liver becomes less efficient at processing glucose and fats. This means sugars, both natural and artificial, stay longer in the bloodstream, causing greater damage. Long-term effects include chronic inflammation linked to arthritis and cancer. Oxidative stress accelerates brain aging. Insulin resistance, precursor to diabetes and heart failure. In short, your body becomes less forgiving to every spoonful of sweetness. Red Heart Real Stories. Real warnings. 1. The diet soda disaster. John, 66, switched to diet sodas thinking he was being smart. Within 2 years, he developed irregular heartbeats and constant fatigue. When he stopped consuming artificial sweeteners, his heart rhythm normalized. 2. The healthy cereal trap. Maria, 70, ate a bowl of whole grain cereal every morning. She didn't realize it contained 18 grams of added sugar per serving, almost 5 teaspoons. Her blood sugar skyrocketed, leading to early-stage diabetes. 3. The coffee culprit. Henry, 73, never skipped his morning coffee, with 2 spoons of white sugar and a pastry. After being diagnosed with fatty liver and high cholesterol, his doctor linked it to daily sugar overload. These aren't isolated stories. They reflect what millions of seniors experience worldwide. Slow, silent damage caused by everyday sugars that pretend to be harmless. Person in lotus position. How to detox from harmful sugars naturally. 1. Read labels religiously. If it ends in "ose," like glucose, fructose, dextrose, or says corn syrup, avoid it. 2. Stay hydrated. Water helps flush sugar and toxins from your system. Add lemon or cucumber slices for flavor. 3. Eat fiber-rich foods. Oats, apples, and leafy greens stabilize blood sugar and improve digestion. 4. Replace sweet drinks with herbal teas. Cinnamon, ginger, and green tea can naturally balance glucose levels. 5. Exercise regularly. Even light walking improves insulin sensitivity and helps your body burn sugar efficiently. Light bulb: how to satisfy your sweet tooth safely. You don't have to give up sweetness completely. Try these alternatives. Frozen grapes or blueberries for dessert. Chia pudding sweetened with a few drops of stevia. Greek yogurt with cinnamon and apple slices. Homemade smoothies with dates and almond milk. These options not only taste great, but also nourish your body with fiber, antioxidants, and vitamins instead of empty calories. The real danger isn't in one spoon of sugar. It's in believing that sugar-free means safe. For seniors who already face slower metabolism and fragile organs, the wrong type of sugar can become a silent assassin. High fructose corn syrup inflames your liver. Artificial sweeteners disrupt your heart rhythm and gut health. Refined sugar hardens your arteries and speeds up aging. But here's the good news. It's never too late to change. When Eleanor cut out artificial sweeteners and replaced them with natural alternatives, her blood pressure normalized. Within months, her energy returned, and her doctor called it a small miracle of nutrition. Stethoscope takeaway for seniors. Avoid high fructose corn syrup, artificial sweeteners, refined white sugar. Replace with stevia, monk fruit, honey dates, or fresh fruits. Prioritize whole foods, hydration, and daily movement. Remember, natural sweetness heals. Artificial sweetness kills. If you're over 60, it's time to take control of your health. One cup, one meal, one choice at a time. Share this video with your family or loved ones so they can protect themselves too. Speech balloon, tell us in the comments. Which sugar are you cutting out today? Thumbs up like this video if you believe natural foods are better than chemicals. Bell subscribe for more life-saving, science-backed health stories for seniors. Because your life matters, and sometimes avoiding just one sweet mistake can mean many more healthy years ahead. Red Heart.